What is going on YouTube? Hannah back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So guys, we do have to talk. We have to talk about the recent change in the market. The past 2 days, we've actually seen corrections swing the markets back up, which to some people is extremely exciting, but you don't want to be blindsided with the probability that we might start to correct lower. Even though we saw this small swing to the upside, it was warranted as prices were starting to become oversold. Many cryptocurrencies started to hit bottom supports on their price floor, as well as hitting oversold on most of their relative strength indicators. And what the biggest pull was with the S&P 500. This has been the biggest talk probably on every single news and social media platform in regards to the fact that there is this Ukraine and Russia, tension going on right now and, intruding, and it's starting to play an interesting role on the markets. Most people, including me, we're anticipating markets to continue to dump due to what's going on here. But we actually saw the opposite happen. Markets actually took an immediate reversal. In the past 2 days, we've seen prices shoot up a tenfold. The markets overall have shot up a total of 6.63% in regards to the S&P 500. And this had the biggest indicator on cryptocurrencies and tech stocks starting to see that reversal back to the upside. But the reason I strongly believe we're starting to see that pullback was because we were retesting oversold on the S&P 500, and I'll show you guys later on in today's video when this typically happens. It causes a small reversal, but don't be blindsided with the fact that we are still creating lower highs, and there's a big chance come Monday that we might get rejected off this downtrend here and start to correct lower, and that's what we have to explain today. With this all being said, today's video is brought to us by Mythia, which is actually pretty cool. You can actually boost your NFT trading profits. Mythia is how the world's best NFT investors stay ahead of the market. You can see here curated insider intel. Their analysts gather intel from the most exclusive and expensive NFT communities, summarizing it to bring to you the most profitable opportunities as well as premium NFT tools. They also have their own minting coming very soon. 5 days left and their mint will be available, but more information about Mythia will be at the end of today's video, so definitely stay tuned for that. I've also linked them in the description if you'd like to check them out earlier. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, current coin market cap, top 10 cryptocurrencies seem to be doing okay. Markets overall are up about 1.26, and you can see there's not really been much of a fluctuation besides like XRP up 6%, and maybe Cardano up 2.5%, Terra up 12%, which is pretty incredible, up 45% in the past week. That's pretty insane, and I honestly think it started probably 4 or 5 days ago, not the entire week. So what we really have to talk about is the fact that these markets are starting to see a different trend than we normally expected. So I did tweak our XRP charts, and I think this really summarizes what exactly we're dealing with. Originally, we had drawn on some sort of descending triangle, pennant flag. We had this bottom support here and an uptrend like that, but we've since had to tweak the charts as something else was starting to form. You can see it here on the daily, but I'll show you on the 4-hour too. There seems to be more of a descending fractal that's actually forming, where we're creating lower highs and lower lows. These are typically bullish biased, which is pretty exciting, but I'm not sure how this is going to react with the market. Regardless to say, right now we are retesting overbought on the 4-hour charts, and this could be a sign of potential reversal and downtrend coming for XRP specifically in the next coming hours, if not days. You can see here we clearly were rejected off the top moving averages on the daily here, which is not a good thing, but it was expected with the outcomes of most of the market shifts. But you can see right now, today opening, we are getting rejected immediately off this top resistance here. So it would be unlikely that we tend to break through it and start to see that reversal. If that was to come, we'd see every other cryptocurrency, including the S&P, probably continue to head up. But there's a lot riding on the fact that markets are probably going to be breaking down. I don't want to spread FUD in any way, but that's the probability that we have here. So ultimately, we can extend this out just a little bit more, extend this one out too, and you can see right now really what we're dealing with. There's a big probability we reject off of this and come back down to bottom support and trend inside. Hopefully, we hit bottom and see that break to the upside here. That's the ideal solution that we have for these cryptos. That's how I see this panning out. Obviously, we could switch to a bullish play if we break through this resistance here on the daily. If we can close the daily above, this downtrend here, there's a solid chance we see a reversal. Problem is, moving average since February 8th has been very much so strong, rejecting every attempt we've had to break through it. And this is going to continue throughout, which is another reason why I don't feel like putting money into XRP just yet. We have to see how this falling wedge fractal decides to pan. Now, if you want to play it risky and you want to buy in for a short position, that is a big possibility. We've been rejected off this top resistance in the past. I'm not one that's going to buy into here, but if you want to play it a little more aggressive, you could short this on Bityard here. So you can pull up XRP on the Bityard chart, which we have linked Bityard down in the description. They are the #1 cryptocurrency exchange that I recommend using. I've been using Bityard for 2 years now, and they've been nothing but improving their website, giving better opportunities, and adding new cryptocurrencies to trade. Now, specifically what you want to wait for here is, potential short. So if you wanted to put that short in on XRP, which is right here under main, you then go over to the market orders, which it seems like that's the only thing available now. There used to be another tool which allowed you to buy in later, but it seems like they've changed that. Not sure, but we'll find out. Regardless, you put in a market order with the amount of leverage that you want, and then you can literally just type in the amount of margin and then click sell short or buy long. If you do short, you're anticipating markets are going to dip, and you can make a lot more money with that leverage. That's the reason why this is happening. We are currently on the demo account, which allows you to test your skills. So for example, if we're betting right now that XRP is going to correct down because we're in a falling wedge fractal here, and we are retesting the top resistance, creating lower highs and lower lows, the off chance is we're probably going to fall downwards. 70% chance we correct downwards. What you would do is go on Bityard and do exactly that. And you can test your skills completely free with the monopoly money crypto they offer, where you can see right here, and short it. Now, the reason they just have market is because we're on demo. If we go to live, you can now see there is a limit order, which would allow you to actually short this coin if you wanted to do so with a limit or a market order. Not only that, they do offer a mystery box where you can earn free cryptocurrency, so definitely make sure to check that out too. Regardless, XRP is in this falling fractal, and we do have to pay attention to that. And you can see the markets typically tend to want to pull us back down to this bottom support that we have at 59 cents. You can see on the weekly here, the rejection that we're starting to see. We're trading inside the moving average. 59 cents does send us outside of it, but you can see in the past here why this is acting as such a vital support. So who knows where exactly we're headed here. There's a chance we could still intertwine within the moving averages, but we're pretty much capped at a 90-cent resistance and a 59-cent bottom support until we, for the most part, fill out the descending triangle that's forming on XRP. So no trades will be entered today specifically for XRP, unless you wanted to play it a little aggressive with a short. But in regards to the other cryptos, Ethereum is starting to see a pretty big reversal, and I just don't want people to be blindsided with the fact that a lot of this was caused by the S&P 500 seeing 2 extremely positive days, influencing Bitcoin and crypto to see that swing to the upside. Tech stocks specifically saw a big rise the past 2 days, and that is what appears to be, experts and analysts say, correlated specifically with cryptocurrency markets. So that's what's causing this, small reversal that we're seeing. You can see on Bitcoin too that we are starting to see the small, tweak back to the upside here, but we're not out of the woods just yet. We're still had that double top resistance off the moving averages here. We're still correcting lower, and there's a chance we could allow markets to play out to 30K. I'd like to say, and fingers crossed, that bottoms for these cryptos, XRP 59 cents is the bottom. If we break through these, we're going to see a lot more turbulence and correction to the downside before we see any chance of bullish upside. There's zero bullish momentum in the markets right now, so we have to just consider the fact that we're going to continue to dip lower. Bitcoin here specifically looks to find a bottom at 31K, 30K precisely. You can see why that is. Not only would we be intertwined with the moving average, this is bottom support, where we've pretty much proven that back in January of 2021, as well as in July of 2021. You can see this acts as a very strong support. Currently, the markets are reacting pretty positively to the weekly moving average, which we haven't actually retested since, I'd say April of 2020, if not into May of 2020 was the first retest in a very long time, or the most recent retest of the moving averages here. So they have allowed us to stay afloat for 2 years now, and hopefully it can continue to do that right now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get that bounce off of here and can start to see a bullish momentum run to the upside here. We just have to consider that we could be in another bear market for a while, especially with Fed rates hiking soon. That will have an immediate impact on tech stocks, and that will cause more consolidation and dips within cryptocurrency. All I know is if Bitcoin starts to fall to 30K, we break through 30K, we start to head into the 20s, there are going to be some pretty big buying opportunities that you could buy some cryptocurrency at some pretty low rates. Regardless, the S&P 500 here, which is pretty much my main focus, we typically tend to see markets see corrections fairly often, 5 to 10% here. You can see currently we're only down about 8.6, which is pretty incredible. Overall, though, we have been down about 14.2. That could be the lowest. There's a very big chance this could be the lowest drop we see. The fact that we've seen such a big bottom in such a recent amount of time, in such a small amount of time, could have an immediate impact on the, the Fed rate hike that they do plan on, integrating, which I've heard is around March 16th. So they might take it slower. They might not raise it as much. There's a big chance that it could slow things down. Regardless, we do have to be prepared of the possibilities of seeing rejection off this downtrend here, the lower high formation, which could send us all the way to about a $3,800 support. And you can see this would pretty much take the market to about a 19 to 20% drop, which would probably cap the lowest point we do. 17 to maybe 20% is about the lowest I think we're going to be moving to. And that's it. If this isn't it, it's going to be that 17 to 20. Regardless, what we have to be most, attentive to is how we react with this downtrend. If we manage to break through this downtrend here and start to see prices, break up like this, there's a good chance that would have broken through the lower high formation and allowed us to create a higher low formation, which would say, hey, this was the bottom. Regardless, I'm very patient. Next week and into March would pretty much mark whether or not we're going to continue to buy in. I've been very cash heavy the past few months, waiting for the next opportunity to buy into crypto and buy into the S&P. So if we see the S&P dip lower, which is where this is my target right here, but if we do decide to head right here and that's it, then I'll buy in. If we start to see this break earlier, then I'll just put my money in regardless. But I'm just holding out to see how much lower we do decide to move to. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about Mythia with you. I want to give a huge shout out to Mythia for sponsoring today's video. As with all NFT projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Mythia is a new NFT which helps investors find early and profitable NFT opportunities. And they're backed by Y Combinator, famous for backing the likes of Airbnb and Coinbase. Now, they're also backed by other big names such as the co-founder of Tinder. And as we know, project founders and backers are a good sign of a project's future success potential. Now, Mythia is creating a suite of tools designed and developed by some of Silicon Valley's best. And they already have a few tools developed and are looking to build out more on a monthly basis based on NFT holders' votes via their DAO. Now, Mythia's first tool is an NFT intel aggregator, and Mythia's co-founder Derek Pankow said the team gathers intelligence from the most exclusive and expensive NFT discords in order to summarize where the most profitable trade opportunities are based on community sentiment. Now, guys, they hold top NFTs in the projects such as Neo Tokyo, CyberKongs, Anonymice, Doge Pound, Bored Apes, Journey Club Card, and much more. And now, guys, to own and gather intel from all these discords, it would take hundreds of thousands of dollars and hours upon hours a day of your time. And Mythia basically does this for you and sends a daily write-up to help you quickly stay up to date on the NFT market. And they'll even have a daily audio version soon. Now, guys, Mythia's other tools all involve software and automation to help you profit from NFTs. For upcoming mints, the software determines critical project momentum by automatically tracking Twitter and Discord discussions, so you can be early and have an excellent chance to getting whitelist spots. Now, they also discover mints as they're happening by scanning the Ethereum blockchain. They locate smart contracts that are consuming a lot of gas, meaning they'll likely trade above the floor, and then they'll show you those mints while there's still time to buy. You also, which is really cool, get a suite of powerful software tools from rarity sniping to seeing what NFT whales are trading, along with their relevant profit and loss, which is P&L. Now, this isn't automated, but I also should mention that Mythia has a full-time director of partnerships contacting up-and-coming projects to get whitelist spots. And they will soon have software where you will actually receive smartphone notifications when these new whitelist spots open, and this makes signing up for whitelist spots as easy as a click of a button. Now, the purpose of Mythia's NFT is to give users lifetime access to all current tools and future updates. With each NFT also comes with a sleek cyberpunk profile picture. Now, guys, Mythia's NFTs target buyers are people who actively invest in NFTs and want to improve their profits in trading. And Mythia will keep adding new tools, including a portfolio tracker, NFT candlestick charts, and more based on the NFT holders' feedback and wants. So guys, long term, they intend to launch a decentralized exchange as well for trading. And when talking about NFTs and Web3's future, Pankow said he believes NFTs will find many more new use cases beyond arts and gaming. It'll actually be a new way of monetizing products, building community, and all kinds of other uses that we haven't actually thought of yet. So guys, for more information about Mythia and their NFT mint, definitely make sure to check out the links in the description of today's video, where you can find their website website and socials, get into their Discord, and even talk to the Mythia team directly. So once again, shout out to Mythia for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.